Now then, girls and boys, this one is a longer update, but it's got all the details regarding Shibarium, the Tangent Wallet, and the upgrade to Shibarium network, and also, guys, all the latest news from Now Notes. So sit back, enjoy, and I let my man Marzel take over.
Hey, yeah, for sure. So, well, let's get going, I guess. So here we've seen, I mean, SHIB Army, as usual, came in great numbers, right? And the Shibarium saw the launch happen during the Het Toronto event, and was greeted with sea of applause. It was a great moment to see live, definitely. And yeah, well, I mean, true to their habits, SHIB Army, just like they did with Robin Hood and all these launches, we we had to go with the scaling of Shibarium, right? Which is now scaled of upwards 1500%. So a yeah, we should see the launch. Well, the public live net go back online today, as per the latest update, the update 3, right? And yeah, so basically that's where we're going right now. The launch was seen worldwide and took place in a major event at Toronto, which was definitely a sight to see, with the Shiba Inus everywhere. I mean, they called it at Toronto, but in my opinion, it was definitely Shib Toronto.
That's fantastic. It was really great to see Shibarium team taking part in such big events and taking part in conference. So it was wonderful. Thank you so much for the introduction. And I think that possibly what we would love to learn a little bit more about Shibarium. Could you share with us more about the inspiration behind creating Shibarium? How do you envision it playing a unique role within the broader Shiba community ecosystem?
Of course. Well, the Shibarium is, of course, the backbone for the SHIB ecosystem, right? So we have a foot in gaming, a foot in the metaverse, a foot in, well, pretty much anything DeFi, right? And in order to have this be running and be quick, affordable, and secure for our millions of SHIB army, we definitely needed a solution that would offer a bit more than Ethereum, right? So this L2 was created and has now been launched, right? So that's the gist of it. Yeah.
That's a real big news. Yeah, I think that everyone here is as much excited as we are, and really looking forward to test it and to see the network live.
Definitely. There's probably never been an L2 launch with that many partnerships and projects, partner projects that are already building on the chain. It- there's hundreds, literally hundreds of projects that went through the intake and are already building on Shibarium. So it's definitely going to be very interesting next couple of weeks for sure. Yeah.
Fantastic. And talking about the collaborations and partnerships, how do you personally, in your team, see the collaboration between Tangem and Now Nodes? How does this partnership in your vision impact your community and overall the crypto space and mass adoption of crypto?
Well, Tangem, of course. Well, cold wallet. For anyone listening that is not super familiar with the concept, is basically in a way two-step authentication, right? So it allows you to have your crypto be more secured, and definitely with SHIB Army and Shiba Inu being that popular, and single-handedly increasing the reach of mass adoption this much, we definitely got to make sure that all the new SHIB Army pups, right, are secured, and that they know what are the best practices, and well, all the best steps to go into crypto without getting wrecked, right? So yeah, definitely, Tangem Cold Wallet is definitely a good first place to go. And on your website as well, there's just so many resources for anybody new to the space. So that's definitely worth a visit as well, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mazrael, for all the insightful information you gave us and for the introduction. And now I think we are ready to continue with the intros, and I will pass the word to Daria Karpukova to present Tangem and to share a little bit of our future plans.
Great, thank you so much. Sorry for my slightly technical issues here. So I'm back, and hi everyone. And I feel very excited to be here today and greet all of you. This is our second A.M.A with Shiba Inu community and first one with our lovely Now Nods. Our last A.M.A was about the launch of our co-branded hardware wallets, the Tangem and Shiba Inu. And I'm more than happy to share later on today how this project is going so far as well, and what we have achieved. And also, if we have the Shiba Inu and Tangem hardware wallets holders here, would be great to hear your live feedback. And of course, greetings to our co-host from Now Nodes. Looking forward to hear how Shibarium node development is going and your company updates, and wish us a great session today.
Thank you very much, Daria. So we are ready to move to Now Nodes. Today we have Jan from Now Nodes team, and we are really looking forward to hear from you, to hear how is the implementation going, and any update that you would love to share with us. And afterwards, we will come back to discuss the questions from the community.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, hi, my name is Jan. I'm from Now Nodes team. We are a Web3 tool that provides access to over 80 blockchain networks at the moment. We are closely working with Shiba Inu community, working on providing access to Shibarium full node, a special tool that will help projects, DeFi platforms, and decentralized applications, for example, like Tangem, to power and to maintain transactions, Shibarium transactions with SHIB, with Bone, with Listen, etc. So at the moment, we are waiting for the green light from SHIB team on specific files and documentation so we can proceed further. While we were waiting with the whole community, we also made sure that our infrastructure is ready, because we all were surprised by the amount of interest, by the number of requests that Shibarium network received, and it's in our interest to make sure that everything will go smoothly at the moment of the launch. But regarding all interesting details, we'll be sharing them a little bit later, so stay tuned.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for the updates, Jan. So we are all very triggered actually to see the Shibarium live, and I would love to come back a little bit with the prehistory of this collaboration and to share with you a little more how we arrived here to integrate Shibarium to both to Now Nodes and to the Tangem hardware wallet. And here I will pass the word to Daria again to tell us a little about the history of the development of collaboration between Tangem and Shiba Inu team and SHIB hardware wallets.
Of course, absolutely. Would love to tell more about this. And for the newcomers, I think it's worth saying that Tangem. So we are the company and our key product is Tangem Wallet, the cold hardware wallet. And our company is on the market since 2017. And since then, we have produced more than 800,000 cards. And security and simplicity, I think that are the two major things about Tangent Wallet. And out of these 800,000 cards, 0 cards were hacked. And I think that's also a great example of how security works. So I think that when it comes to the security question, for the ones who has no idea what Tangent hardware wallet is, the key thing is we don't support the seed phrase. So we don't see it as a secure way of storing your cryptocurrency. Instead, we have a backup system, and I'm going to quickly talk about that. And we believe that our backup system is what we say the future of crypto will look like for its next billion of users. So how does that work is the private key is generated inside the wallet chip, and when you activate your wallet, and then the key is securely cloned on cards that exist in the pack of 2 or 3. And coming back to our agreement and agreement with Shiba Inu, I think we reached the agreement mid-May, and I think we all realized that we share the core principles, and the core principles are the same in Tangem and in SHIB community. That is decentralization, that is community-driven progress, that is the concept of the seedless, no seed phrase hardware wallets. And I think on the one side, this Tangem Shiba Inu hardware wallets are the great example of this dedication. And the wallets are not only technologically perfect, and they are also act as a symbol of these shared values for the community. We have shipped the first batch to the community, to the users. The first batch was just 2,000 wallets, and we see that the demand is still there, and the community is asking us to produce more wallets to meet the demand and to please the demand. So I'm happy to share that we have the second batch of another 3,000 wallets coming up, and the ones that missed the opportunity, but still want to get the wallets, and will be able to do this in the upcoming days. And also, I think it's worth mentioning that 5% of all sales are going to the burn of a SHIB token. We did the first burn. We sent this 5% of sales to the community, and we will be continue doing this. But also, it's not like Tangem and Shiba Inu hardware wallets. It's not only one-off event for us. We see it as a long-term commitment and long-term partnership, and I would say friendship as well. And of course, we are looking forward for Shibarium launch with the assistance of NowNots, our node provider. And of course, we are also looking at the Shiboshi NFT project when the NFT functionality find its way into the wallet. So a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, and of course, all the contribution from the community, all the needs, everything you guys want us doing or integrate in the wallets is of course very much appreciated. We are very much community focused and community driven, so we listen to you and we hear you. I think that's all. Sorry if it took too long, and I passed the word to other speakers, and happy to answer all the questions that you guys have during today's session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dari. It was great to hear. It was very nice to learn about the upcoming future events and how can we strengthen our collaboration. And I guess all our colleagues are really also very excited, and I think that I see lots of reaction from the Shibarium team today. So I think I should let you the word to hear your comments on how do you feel about this collaboration, how do you envision it, and what are your expectations, and overall, also, if you would be able to share a little feedback if you have received your Tangent wallet, that would also be really great.
Uh, yeah, sure. So looking into the Tangent wallet, of course, the ease of use, that's up there. No need to fiddle with any screens or devices, and just scan the card and you're good to go, right? So that's definitely a major plus. And of course, for the SHIB community, the percent of the sales going to the burns, that's definitely a major turn on, right? And yeah, just also very excited about the upcoming NFT functionality and the teased Shiboshi edition.
Yeah, we are also very excited about this possibility. Well, so to move forward, I think that it's time to move for the questions, and I will possibly let the to speak to Jan, because now Node team has prepared lots of interesting questions for both Shibarium and Tangem team, and we would love to hear them out.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the word. So, the questions that we have for Tangem and for Sheep community, they cross sometimes, but I would like to start with the Sheep community and ask Mazrael about the blockchain and just in general, what are the expectations of the community on the shibarium? What do you think would be the best features of the chain, the best features of the layer 2 network? How would it help the community? What do you think?
Well, I mean, for most people, or most users of blockchain technologies, the main appeal is, of course, going to be the low cost fees, as well as the heightened security, right? It does come with many other features, and includes the whole ecosystem with the upcoming Shibaswap V2, which will definitely play a big role in there. But yeah, my response to that definitely would be, for most people, uh, the low fees, of course. Yeah.
It actually makes sense because we know how busy maybe the Ethereum blockchain, the Ethereum network, and I guess there is also a lot of new opportunities that the layer 2 opens for developers,
Oh,
for crypto
definitely.
enterprises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. And if you look at crypto gaming, or these play to earn games and all that, that they've been very popular at the end of last year, I want to say. I mean, just for all these to function, it uses definitely a lot of gas fees, right? Let's go back to that meme that was circulating a lot, right? Which was McDonald's, right? The Big Mac value meal. It was like $6 for the value meal, and then if you were to pay with Ethereum, at some time it could cost you like $50 for the transaction, and then your total would be, much higher than the price of what you're going for. Well, basically, that's what you're looking at here. If you run these games or these metaverses on top of Ethereum directly, there's definitely a lot of these transactions fees that will eat up in just anything the community puts forward, right? So that's definitely a big advantage of the L2's scaling on Ethereum. The heightened security, lower gas fees, and increased speed, right?
We can't wait to see the real feedback from the builders. As you know, for example, we are preparing the RPC solution, which Tangent will implement the first in our ecosystem, and we are also really proud of working with such great product like Tangent Wallet. Really, it's not really often when you collaborate with something great and unique like this called Tangent Wallet. And now I would say it's a good time to address our question to Tangent team. So as we were talking with Mazrael about, the Shibarium, the idea behind the Shibarium network, what would be the main features that people are going to appreciate, and talking about the Shibarium integration, guys, could you share with us what was the moment when you made a decision to integrate the Shibarium layer 2 network? What was the moment? What were the reasons behind that? How did you come up with that decision?
Yes, great question. I mean, for us, it was from day one, no doubt that we're gonna integrate, and hopefully we're gonna be the first among the hardware wallets to integrate Shibarium. And I think, as I mentioned, we are very much community driven, and it's all the demand, and it's all the demand that's coming from the Shiba Inu supporters and followers, and we do have a part of Shiba Inu team now in Tangem, thanks to our co-branded wallets, and of course the all that Masrael mentioned, the lower fees, the speed, the user friendliness, etc. It's of course made us only go for that integration. So we're really looking forward to get the go ahead from you guys now, once you have all the technical things sorted out and we are ready.
We can't wait for the launch. The community is constantly asking about, when it's going to be released, what's going on there, guys. Can you share the details, etc. Because and we really anticipate this moment, and it's gonna be legit huge, I would say. It's gonna take over the X, or as known as Twitter. I would assume that all these launches between us and also the Shibarium. I also have another question to Mazro. Mazro, I thought that you wanted to add something, right?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you covered it with the SHIB over X, right? That's what I was going for. But yeah, definitely. The SHIB army is indeed very excited for well, all of that.
And what do you think would be also so personally, what do you think would be for you, the most interesting use cases on Shibarium? How do you envision that, and what do you think will what do you think will arrive to masses?
Oh, well, I mean, definitely. I don't know if you took the time to take a read into the SHIB paper, right? There's a multitude of crypto and real world problems that are being addressed, right, with the not only the Shibarium solution, but the DAO that will come with it. It's definitely innovating, and the first project I've seen of this envergure, of this size, right? So it's definitely aiming for the moon or maybe for the Venus. Yeah.
Yeah, aiming for more, more, and more. Yeah, it's not all blockchain network launches are big and important like this. So it's gonna be included in the modern crypto history, and we
Definitely.
are so lucky that Tangem and Now Nodes are also there, taken apart. And I would like to get back to Tangem. So, working with a team of professionals in the development tool, the infrastructure service provider, we know how hard all these integrations may be. And in order to add a new blockchain network to the product like Tangent Wallet, developers and engineers, they have to get a stable and fast access to the blockchain network, to the blockchain node. But besides these technical things that we're also going to talk about, could you share with us what is the usual flow of adding new assets to the wallet? How many stages are there to add a new coin, and are there any projects from Shibarium ecosystem you also plan to add maybe in the future?
Yes, great question. Actually, there is some technical steps besides all behind the integrations, but I think the most important is one step is again, I will highlight that we are community driven and we analyze the demand from the community. How we do this, we collect all the data that is coming from to us through the social media, through the emails, comments, through the website. And we do have a doc, actually. We collect the document where we rank the blockchains, the tokens, what like the dexes that our community wants us to integrate in the wallet. And that's how we decide from the community perspective, first of all, what we want to add first. And then secondly, we are looking with the developers on the technical side. Is there a node that, for instance, now nodes is supporting or not? If not, then we have more technical problems. We need to find a node, etc., etc. But first of all, and the most important thing, we analyze the demands from the community, we rank it, and then we decide on the integration flow.
I would assume that the Shibarium ecosystem is not one of the most popular networks and assets in your document, right?
100%, 100%.
Of course, not just here, but I mean, everywhere SHIB is so big at this point. It's inevitable, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of the other sheep ecosystem projects, as we've mentioned NFT project few times. So now NFT support is done in the wallet through Wallet Connect, but we are also looking for the direct integration. And once this is done, we can take the discussion about the Shiboshis to the next level.
And talking about our current collaboration and our future plans, I see lots of questions from the community related to the functionality and how exactly are we going to support Shibarium, what will be the functionality in the app. And there is a very interesting one that I think, Daria, you could give us a few comments on that. Our listeners are wondering whether this partnership will support doing swaps on Shibarium directly inside the Tangent wallet, and what is the other functionality related to Shibarium and SHIB ecosystem tokens.
You mean the Shibaswap or?
Swaps on the Shibarium network, I guess. That's possibly the question.
Uh-huh. So far, no, I guess that's hard to tell you now. I think that once the Shibarium as a blockchain will be integrated, we'll learn more about the swap support. So far, we do have Shibswap through the Wallet Connect, and we do have the direct integration with 1inch for the single currency swap. Uh, that's um, that's all I can share right now.
Thank you. I guess our community is really looking forward for deeper functionality, and maybe it's the time to share a little bit more about future integration that Tangem is preparing for the community. In particular, Wallet 2, that is going to be released quite soon. I see questions from the community and also from our colleagues and our partners from Now Nodes. You were wondering what exactly is upcoming in Tangem, so we would be really happy to share this.
I can share a few secrets, but not all of them. So we have it for the future announcement. Actually, I think one big news that Tangem team been working for a while now is the upgraded Tangem. I wouldn't say it's a new product. It's the upgraded Tangem in general, meaning that we have changed a logo a bit. A lot of work was done on the branding side, on the website, on the packaging of our wallets, on the cards material, on the cards design. So a lot of work was done around that. And the big day for us is the early September, where we're gonna launch all of this, and we're gonna present the upgraded product during the events in Singapore and Texas, talking conference and permissionless in Austin. And a part of this, a lot of work done in the Tangem app, new functionality, new support, dark mode. As for the website and the app, we're gonna add not only English language but few more languages. We are working on the staking and cross chain, a lot of things. So stay tuned, and we're gonna start talking more about all of the upcoming updates early September. Very very excited about this.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Daria, for sharing those really global changes that our team is going to encounter very soon. And there is also a very interesting question from the community regarding our collaboration with Now Nodes and SHIB and Shibarium. How would you see, actually, this question is possibly for all of us. And how do you see actually the collaboration between all the sides, and what is the impact on the community? How do we benefit both communities?
If you don't mind, I can take over. Just to start with something technical to prepare the base, and then you can take it over. Just to introduce the idea of how it's going to work, because I assume that not all our participants here and guys and people who join us today, really technically driven. So, it's important to break down all the information to present how it's going to work. So basically, what we are going to provide is the Shibarium RPC full node, which which access to it helps power transactions. It helps get on-chain data. So basically, all applications, decentralized platforms that have transfers, transactions, trading, they need the RPC access, and this will allow crypto businesses like Tangent Wallet and individual developers to build faster, to build more seamless, and to forget to forget the words such as downtime, high load, the very high, the very high level of, I don't know, for example, CPU. Everything is about to become quite smooth, so that users can enjoy, so that the user experience is as good as possible. And we are doing our best from our technical side to ensure that Tangent Wallet has all the time to focus on what matters, the product and the community. And we're taking some technical details on our side to manage them.
Definitely, and that's definitely an important part of things, right? Making sure that the onboarding is seamless and the easiest as possible for this technology that may seem new for a lot of businesses, right? So that's definitely a big part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and talking generally about the impact on the community, everyone knows that Shiba Inu has a very vibrant and enthusiastic community. And here is a question that we at Tangent have for Shibarium. Do you guys plan to actively involve the community in this development and the decision-making process as the Shibarium network grows?
Oh, sorry. Could you repeat? I was distracted for a second.
Yeah, sure. So, to develop a little bit further the impact that this partnership brings to the community of all the three projects, we would love to learn a little bit more on how exactly do you plan to involve your community related to this. To the implementation of the Shibarium. Do you plan to involve your community in the decision-making process as the network grows, and how exactly, if yes?
Well, I mean, Shibarium, well, SHIB at the root is an experiment in decentralization, right? So definitely the key or the root behind DeFi is the decentral the AO, right? So yes, definitely the basis needs to be of course set in cement first, which is the shibarium and well, the whole ecosystem backbone. And following that, of course, we've seen with some of the latest announcements that the AO is actually going to be more complex than pretty much anything you've seen before, while remaining in, of course, ease of use, being complex in the way I mean to allow more than what has been seen before. Each of the Shiba Inu tokens, meaning the, of course, SHIB, Leash, Bone, and the upcoming Threat, which is not released just yet, right, will all play a part in the multi token DAO, and they will each govern a different sector of the ecosystem. So basically, a lot of more complex proposals. It opens the door for a lot, right? So yeah, it's of course the community will be able to play a major part via these top of the line tools. Yeah.
There is also quite an interesting question that we would love to ask you. Do you plan in your ecosystem possibly to develop any further apps on Shibarium from the Shibarium ecosystem? For instance, something apart from the SHIB metaverse and Shibaswap. Do you have any, I guess that could be something secret, but it would be really lovely to know if you plan to develop something else.
Of course, well, there's a lot that's actually is known other than the metaverse. There's of course Shibaswap version 2, the upcoming play to earn version of Shiba Eternity, and yeah, the metaverse itself, which will host a top of the line game making tool, which people like the Activision VP or William Volk, which is working closely with SHIB on that, is actually designing. There's just so much from the ecosystem itself that will actually by itself run on Shibarium. But at the same time, there's been, like I was saying earlier, hundreds of projects that are already onboarded to Shibarium via the intake form. A lot of these, well, far from all, but a lot of these were presented at Toronto on the well, I mean, pretty much everywhere. If you were at Toronto, you just couldn't miss it, right? Everywhere you could see all these logos of projects that are already building on Shibarium. So definitely, you're going to see a lot of the apps that not only are already have tested on the testnet, but are ready at this stage to launch on Shibarium and to participate in the ecosystem effort of burning SHIB via each transaction. And yeah, very exciting time.
Thank you. That's really exciting to know. We are always following all the updates, and we would be really glad to see some new releases and to find new opportunities for collaboration. And to even as end users, we are really glad to always to see new
Mhm.
updates from the SHIB community.
Of course, and there's one that, I mean, if you weren't at Toronto, that's something that everybody is thinking about right now. It's all the implication of the Shiba Hub, of course, the Shiba Hub builder, which aims to rival such as X or Twitter, right? So yeah, that's definitely going to be an exciting tool that's also going to be running on
Yeah,
Shibarium.
that's something really interesting. I think that's something that the market really needs and awaits. Well, so coming back a little bit to the core of our discussion, I see that here are also quite a lot of questions from the community addressed back to Tanjam again. They would love to know actually how technically would this integration look like for our end users, for the wallet users, and whether they need to do something inside the wallet or it will be automatically updated. And I will give the word back to Daria to comment a little bit on this.
Yep, sure. No, I mean it's very easy. Once the Shibarium will be added to Tangent Wallet, you will be able to easily send, buy, sell, swap all the tokens available on the Shibarium network automatically. So no worries and no actions are required from the user side.
Great. So everything as easy as Tangent setup. Yes. So nothing needed
Absolutely.
to do from the community. Everything will be upgraded automatically. And there is also another question from the community. Again, a technical one. I think that it's possibly related to the future launches at Tangent. And there is a question regarding the seed phrase. Does the multi-currency wallet generate 12 or 24 word seed phrase? I understand we will never see the phrase, but I would love to know the level of security. Thank you. What would you say about this, Daria?
Well, that's my favorite. I think that's the question we receive in every single A.M.A session and in social media big time. I think that's the first thing I mentioned at the beginning of today's session, that we are we are not supporting the seed phrase, and we introduced this new cold wallet model, so to say, where the private key is no longer based on this seed phrase. And I think the maintaining seed phrase becomes a major barrier for ongoing cryptocurrency usage and adoption. And every existing cold wallet, it kind of obliges users to securely store your private key in the form of the seed phrase. And why do you pay for that? I mean, you don't need to be worried about the security of your cryptocurrency while holding the cold hardware wallet. And that's where Tangem introduced the new solution. We we have the secure element, the chip inside the card, and the private key is generated inside this wallet chip when you activate your wallet. And then this key is cloned on cards that that is in pack or in set of 2 or 3, right? Under this model, if even your wallet is lost or it is stolen, your assets is still with the owner, as you do have your 2 or the other wallet cards. What I usually tell to the community and to the users that are new to this concept and to the Tangem is: one card from your pack is your main crypto wallet. The second you can securely hidden somewhere, and the third can be buried at your backyard. And even if one of your cards is lost or stolen, again, it's not a problem. And each card has a separate level of protection with a passport. And that's how you that's all about self custody. You don't need to write down your seed phrase, this long words, and you don't need to remember anything. Your private key is inside the chip, and no one knows it, nor you, nor the card, nor Tangem, no one in the world. That's the concept that we believe will help the mass adoption of cryptocurrency, and make this bridge between the billion people and cryptocurrency much easier and smoother. That's what we truly believe in. Have I answered the question?
Yeah, thank you for sharing this. I believe that is the core of actually the vision of Tangem, and also this is why we are all united here by sharing the same values and the same vision of decentralization and given the most secure solutions to our users together with Shiba Inu and now nodes. So I will let our speakers. Thank you very much for all the updates and all the really interesting issues and news that we discussed today. I will let everyone to answer each other questions if we still have some. And very soon we are going to announce the winners of so much awaited Tangem wallet giveaway. You will see the post in the comments in this thread, and also we will post it later. And we are very glad to have this discussion today, and also to please our community to provide all the information you need, all the updates they need, and to give away Tangem wallets as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much, guys, for putting this up together, for inviting us to talk about the upcoming launch of a partnership. And I would like to take this opportunity and to address the most frequent question the builders are asking us is when Shibarium is launching, the Shibarium node is launching, right? So as we know, uh, um, as we know that the Shibarium network became so much popular and so much requested among the community on the first day of the public launch. It took some time to reload, to work, to get back on track, and we are waiting on the public launch and specific documentation from the development team. We are in contact with Shibarium team to get all the Genesis files, to get the source of the code so that we can run it and install our own node and then share it with Tangem and start this very, very big integration. And we are not just waiting. I would like to review some news that during this week of preparation, our team managed to increase the capacity of possible requests to Shibarium nodes to ensure that everything meets the needs. And we estimate extremely high level of interest to Shibarium on Tangem. So in order to ensure our partner that everything will go smoothly, everything will work well, we've been also working on our infrastructure, working with servers so that everything is going to be great. Regarding all the updates, we're gonna share them as soon as possible. No, not nothing to keep behind. Immediately announcing, posting everywhere. The first place where we post is our Telegram community. Then we update our Twitter and the website. So don't forget to check those. And I would suggest that we make another announcement on social media with Tangem as soon as the integration is done and we are live on Shibarium. What do you think, guys?
No, definitely.
Great. So again, thank you so much for inviting us. It was a big pleasure. It was a big pleasure. Very interesting questions, and we also can wait to know who the winners are.
Well, so to come into the most the tasty during our conversation. So you can see the winners in the comments in the post. There are two winners, and please, if you are here listening to us and you are seeing your names and your Twitter handles, so contact us in DM, and we will send you so much exclusive and wonderful Tangem Shiba Inu wallets as soon as possible. And thank you very much for the discussion. We are really looking forward. Thank you for all speakers, for Shibarium to bring this. Actually, for all the collaboration we run together, we are really very thankful to you. And we are happy to bring all together the value to our communities. And we are really looking forward to integrate Shibarium into our wallet once everything will be settled down on the now nodes part. And stay tuned. We will definitely let you know about all the updates in our social media.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely. Thanks for having us.
So let's stay in touch and come back soon with the updates. Thank you, everyone.